Jay-Z's situation gets so much worse. Whoa. Okay, shout out to Jay-Z. I feel like everybody is going down, bro. I'm not even trolling. I feel like everybody's going down. Everybody is going down. Every celebrity is going down, bro.
So earlier this week, I told you guys about some very serious allegations being levied against rapper Jay-Z, with these claims revolving around the ongoing situation with his longtime friend P. Diddy. The claim was that back in the year 2000, Jay-Z and Diddy took turns violating a 13-year-old girl at a VMA's after party.
Now, keep the bug. Do y'all think that, like, this is a lie? Do y'all think, like, they're actually doing it? Like, these people are really doing it? Like, first it was Diddy. Because it's all the big names, right? It's Bill Cosby, then it's Diddy, then it's R. Kelly. You feel me? Then it's Jay-Z. Is like, yo.
The girl claims she was dropped off at Radio City Music Hall by a friend. She says that she tried to get into the VMAs but ultimately failed, and that she then approached Diddy's limo driver who would take her to an after party thrown by Diddy himself, where she claims that she was given a mixed drink that would make her lose control of her body, and this is when she was allegedly taken advantage of. And even when I read the initial court filing, I did have some questions about how valid it really was. Like, I get that it was a different time, but to me, no one in their right mind would leave a kid in New York City unsupervised for hours on end. I also found it curious that she claims that she was under the influence of a substance that made her lose control of her body, but she somehow still had the wherewithal to get a grown man off of her by punching him in the face, and that she was able to run out of the room, out of the mansion, and retrace her way on foot back to a gas station.
Here's my thing, right? Diddy, maybe. All right, Diddy, probably, most likely, right? There's mad evidence. Well, I don't even know if it's evidence, but I feel like, yes. All right, Diddy, yes. He probably did that shit. You feel me? Jay-Z now, on the other hand, bro, if Jay-Z did that shit, bro, you know how bad this would be for the black community? Like, you know how terrible this would be, bro? This is bad. There's a lot of weird niggas out here, bro. It's a lot of weird, famous people that are rich that just do mad, crazy shit, bro.
While presumably still under the influence and in the middle of the night. Also, the whole part where Diddy comes in and allegedly says, "You're ready to party," sounded like something out of a fan fiction more than anything else. And now this woman has actually come forward with an anonymous interview via NBC, and there is a serious lack of consistency with her story, to say the least. And before I roll the clip, I do want to try and remain as sensitive as I can be, because NBC does start this by saying this woman does actually have a mental disorder, as I believe they have vetted her background, and this woman has been diagnosed with autism.
You should always...
My bad, but you know what's actually so crazy too, bro? With the Diddy situation, bro, it's so many people. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like now it gets to a point where niggas are dead ass just lying. Nah, like, I feel like majority of the people who are accusing them are right, but now, like, the new evidence is like, bro, all right, my nigga. They always do this shit. They always do this shit, bro. They be like, nah, bro, he harassed. Nah, bro, I'm telling you, bro, they always come up with people harassing them. Like, it's like people wait. I believe it. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's now, like, sometimes, like, it gets to a point where they're over dragging it, because it's like, bro, come on, my nigga. You feel me?
Advocate for yourself and be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did run your life.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time.
So yes, 25 years later, this mother from Alabama is coming forward to speak her alleged piece.
That's crazy.
She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through.
Nah, bro. Yo, see, this is how it goes, bro. Nah, I'm not saying I don't believe her. I believe her. Honestly, like, here's the thing, like, I can't just be like, nah, nigga, fuck out of here, you feel me? Because you never know, you feel me? But it's like, bro, why are you waiting so long just to say something? Like, why? And how did she even get on NBC News? How is this possible? Like, who did she contact? Who do she know? How? Like, how?
And it's been hard enough to be quiet, but it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
And like I've told you guys in previous videos, ever since Diddy's house was raided, and he was actually detained by the authorities, you've had all these different people coming forward making allegations of criminal activity against him. I believe the total was somewhere around 120 at this point. And while I do believe a lot of those claims will be valid and they will see their day in court, I do think what will also come with that is some bad actors acting in bad faith, really just kind of looking for a payday or a settlement. And I do think that as her story kind of falls apart here in this news segment, you guys will see too that that's most likely what this was.
An NBC News review of her account found inconsistencies with her allegations. She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000 to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrities.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
No, with having autism is like feeling like you live your life in a shatterproof juggle ball. The world's on fire. The fire is inside the ball with you, but there's no way for you to get out.
And listen, y'all, I know she's probably trying to say something really deep there about, her experience with having autism. But to me, just off the bat, my initial impression of her is that this lady doesn't really speak like she's exactly within her right mind.
The night of the 2000s VMAs, she says a friend drove her from Rochester, New York to Manhattan, a more than 5-hour drive.
I mean, come on, guys. This 5-hour drive, and then you're gonna leave a 13-year-old kid in New York City all by themselves? Like, did it take the dad 5 hours to come drive and pick her up?
Her attorney provided NBC News with the name of the friend.
You said the money gang, people need money, will do anything for it, not because it is true or not, but I mean, yeah, bro, people do anything for money, bro. But it's like if it's a lie, right? Would you not feel evil? Would you not have some type of sympathy or have some type of heart to be like, yo, bro, I'm about to ruin somebody's life? I don't know, bro. You feel me? It's really confusing. But that's what I'm saying. Would you why would you want to ruin somebody's life? You feel me? And then she's 13. On top of that, you just leave a 13-year-old out here, just roaming around the streets. Just leave a 13-year-old for what?
Who has since died. The woman says she spoke to Combs's limo driver, who offered her a ride to an after party.
I stumbled upon Diddy's driver, who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking for.
What did you think when he said that to you?
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
And here's where her story really starts to fall apart, as several of the alleged witnesses in this situation all have alibis for that night, and many of them were not even in the same state.
She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo because, I have about his tattoo that's the Last Supper, because I have a religious background. So it was just something to talk about.
And so those guys are actually both members of the band Good Charlotte, and they did actually release a statement saying that they were nowhere near New York on the night of September 7, 2000.
Oh, wow, so she's
and
lying.
As you can see here by an archive of their tour, they were at the Vic Theater that night in Chicago, Illinois. As you guys can see, this website also confirms that information and notes that they were touring with Eve 6 and OPM. And listen, I'm not the best at geography, guys, but Illinois, it's a pretty far away from New York just to go to a Diddy party.
It is.
At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter took turns raping her while a female celebrity watched.
JC comes in and rapes me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him, and he put his hand over my mouth and told me to stop it, cut the
After the alleged rape, she says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up and drove her home.
That's what I'm saying. Did this guy have to come from 5 hours away?
What?
And don't worry, guys. We won't have to wonder because they do actually get a statement from the dad here in a little bit.
We rode home in silence. He didn't ask me what happened. He didn't ask me what I did or where I was.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. Quote, "I felt like I would remember that, and I don't. I have a lot going on, but I mean, that's something that would definitely stick in my mind."
And to me at that point, it's like, okay, the case is closed. Her own father is saying he has no recollection of this event at all. So the people at the party she allegedly talked to, it's already been debunked. They weren't even in the same state. And now even her own father is saying, yeah, I don't remember that ever happening. That's like 2 out of the 3 key witnesses. I mean, the only other person would be like a gas station clerk. Oh, and I forgot the friend that dropped her off that conveniently already passed away. I mean, what 13-year-old has some sort of friend that's willing to drive them 5 hours away and drop them off somewhere? Especially one who has a mental condition. I mean, come on,
that's
guys.
crazy.
When we asked
she might be gassing shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
the woman about the contradictions in a phone interview on Friday, she said that she stands by her statements. "I have made some mistakes," she said. Honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me. The inconsistencies in her account of an incident alleged to have happened 24 years ago does not necessarily mean the allegations are false.
That's what I'm saying. She remember all of that while being on drugs? Don't get me wrong, like I feel like when you're off something, or like when somebody spike your drink or something like that, I don't know how it feels. So don't quote me on this. But like it seemed like you won't remember anything, right? And then you'll get a flashback. So maybe she does remember something. You feel me? Maybe if this happened to her, maybe she didn't remember at the time, but maybe a flashback came to mind and she probably remembered it. You know what I'm saying? This is the situation where it seems like she's lying, but you never know, bro. You feel me? At the end of the day, I'm not gonna be like, yo, bro, she's lying. Cause you really never know, bro. Like that's.
The accuser's attorney, Tony Busby, said, because we have interrogated her intensely, she has even agreed to submit to a polygraph. This has been extremely distressing for her, to the point she has experienced seizures and had to seek medical treatment due to the stress.
Oh, man. And I know Tony Busby has been a really successful lawyer working some of the biggest cases, especially out of Houston, over the last couple of decades. With that being said, the guy is obviously an opportunist, and he loves jumping on these high-profile cases, and I think, in this instance, it seems like he just flew a little bit too close to the sun. Like, to me, even just reading the initial court document without these other witnesses coming out and saying that the story is bullshit, I already felt like her claims were really questionable, to say the least. And it was definitely not something that I felt could be, like, substantiated in court.
Is any part of you scared coming out against such powerful people?
I'm scared of what could happen, but I'm more afraid of letting it eat me alive from the inside out than I am of being chastised by their fans.
And Jay-Z and Rock Nation, as well as his attorney, would actually put out a statement after this news piece was released, where he says, today's investigative report proves this attorney, Busby, filed a false complaint against me in pursuit of money and fame. This incident didn't happen, and yet he filed it in court and doubled down in the press. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory. This was over before it began. This 1-800 lawyer doesn't realize it yet, but soon. And that's apparently a statement directly from Jay-Z himself. And in a statement from his lawyer, they say, it is stunning that a lawyer would not only file such a serious complaint without properly vetting, but would make things worse by further peddling this false story in the press. We're asking the court to dismiss this frivolous case today, and will take up the matter of additional discipline for Mr. Busby and all the lawyers that filed the complaint. And listen, guys, Jay-Z has money, Jay-Z has power, and that's not just in the entertainment industry. Jay-Z actually holds a lot of political power.
He holds a lot of motherfucking weight, I'm not gonna lie. But yo, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, oh, chat, I don't know, bro. I don't know, dude. Like, get to a point, dude. I do not know, my nigga. Like, yo, bro, alright, it seems like she's lying, for sure. Don't get me wrong, I think she's fucking gassing shit. I'm not gonna lie, but my nigga, you never know, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. You never know. Alright, if this is true, I need more people to step forward, bro. You feel me? Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey, if this is really happening behind the scenes, bro, and a lot of black folks are really doing this shit, bro, then this is disgusting. I don't think Jay-Z is that type. But then again, we thought Diddy wouldn't be that type. And Diddy was that type. So this shit is detrimental, bro. Like, to think about some shit like this, bro, is weird. You feel me? But her story is crazy. Like, first off, all right, she had a friend who drove her 5 hours from New Rochelle, or from where, Rochester, all the way to what, Manhattan? So I guess that's a 5-hour drive. The lady that drove her died. 1. 2, she told her dad to come pick her up. Right? She told her dad to come pick her up. Her dad don't even remember. Her dad don't remember shit. In the car drive, bro, they didn't say a word to each other. What? Nigga, what? You didn't say a word to your father after the situation? You ain't tell him nothing? Are you crazy? Bro, you know what I mean? People would have been like, yo, like, I just got, like, you know? Like, yo, this just happened to me. Like, yo, you know what I mean? People would have said that to their mother or to their father, bro. Like, that's some shit you say. You don't just hide that. You don't just hold that in for 25 fucking years. What? I mean, I don't know. Maybe people do that shit. Maybe some people do it. Maybe some people are afraid to say it. Like, I'm not going to put nothing past nobody. People might be afraid to say some shit. But it's like, damn. You feel me? It's like, yo, what the hell? Like, y'all serious? You don't put nothing past them? I mean, now I'm at a point where I can't put nothing past these niggas too, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, all the known and huge, powerful people got arrested and they were black and white. It's like, bro, you can't put nothing past nobody no more, bro.
He's been in bed with the NFL, I believe, for close to a decade. And so now I truly do believe that we're going to see a bit of a war between him and this guy, Tony Busby. Like I told you guys before, Tony was the one who represented all those women against Deshaun Watson a couple years ago. So you know the NFL wants to fuck with him too. I mean, Deshaun Watson, he's a disgusting person. And business-wise, that was a horrendous look for the NFL. And so you know if they have the chance to like help Jay-Z stick it to Tony in this situation, they definitely will. So yeah, guys, we're gonna have to wait and see what happens in this situation, but to me, this story does seem quite frivolous at this point. Like, I don't think this accuser has a whole lot of ground to stand on. And I know that there's the saying that the truth does not matter when the lie is more entertaining than the truth itself, but it is shocking to me the stark contrast between when Jay-Z was initially accused and people saw the headlines that he had violated this 13-year-old girl and how quickly that all spread and how much like hate he was receiving from all these massive pages, getting millions of impressions, millions of likes, millions of retweets. But now that this news piece has come out and it doesn't fit that whole narrative, very few people are talking about it. This is being spread on a very small scale. And I'm not trying to say that Jay-Z is some saint or that he's never been involved in criminal activity or that his relationship to Diddy all these years isn't questionable to say the least. But at least in this specific instance, this does seem like a whole bunch of BS to me. But either way, I do want to know what you guys think about it down below. Obviously, we will continue to follow the Diddy timeline, so y'all make sure you subscribe. But either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video and dropping a like, maybe sharing it with a friend. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other court cases out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!
Nah, bro, what? Nah, keep the buck, keep the buck. Nah, chat, keep the buck. Y'all think he did it? Y'all think he did it? Keep it a buck. Don't keep it a buck, keep it a buck. You think he did this shit?